To follow the very latest about this winter storm. And one thing we are hearing is over with Dominion Energy. We have Matt Long right now on the phone with us right now. Matt, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions because we saw this press release that just came in as, of course, we're in the middle of that extremely cold temperatures right now. What's happening with the power grids? We're seeing that Dominion Energy is asking customers to conserve electricity. Is that right?
Yes. Good afternoon, Christy. Thanks for having us on today. Yeah, the temperatures in South Carolina right now has been widely broadcast as we are extremely low temperatures right now. And that means increased demand because customers are going to be trying to keep their houses warm. It's a lot colder outside to do that than it would normally be. And so their units are going to have to be working that much harder, which means that much more energy to use. And so we're recommending customers, in order to kind of conserve energy, help keep that demand where it needs to be despite these cold temperatures, and for their own bills as well. Your unit works that much harder, that's going to have an impact on your bill. So we're recommending that people, if possible, keep their thermostat around 68 degrees. I know that's very low for a lot of people. So if you're not quite comfortable with 68, maybe a few degrees cooler than what you would normally have your home set at.
Why does kind of cranking the heat actually use more energy, Matt? I know if I'm feeling, man, maybe I want to bump it up to like 71 degrees, but really, why does kind of cranking up that heat actually use more energy?
Well, think about it for your house right now with the temperature outside. Say if it's a normal day, say a good winter day, you're looking at maybe a 30 or 40 degree difference with that 71 versus the temperature outside. Overnight tonight, we're looking at, you say if the temperature is getting well below freezing in the 20s, now you're now talking about maybe a 45, 50 degree difference that your house is the difference between inside and outside. So your unit is going to be working harder for every degree difference is just that much more that your furnace or heating unit is going to have to work.
And then let me just ask you, is this also for, avoiding outages, higher bills, or kind of both as well?
We are right now recommending customers conserve energy, both for themselves and because of the demand that we are seeing on the system. We are prepared to meet that demand. And part of that is helping make sure that customers are able to save energy themselves in order to reach that goal.
You also kind of mentioned too avoiding that heavy electricity use during like early morning and evening hours. Why are those times especially important, and kind of what appliances should people try to avoid using?
We recommend especially around the morning, because when people are getting up on a cold winter day, it's when we see the highest amount of energy use in homes especially. And so that's when you're waking up, turning on the shower, which makes your water heater turn on. You're running the coffee maker, maybe you're turning on the TV. So that's always when we see a house with the highest amount of energy use is in that window of right before the sun gets up to maybe a few hours after it has risen. And so in addition to things like our heating, we also recommend that people, maybe avoid running your dishwasher or your dryer especially during that particular time of the day. Maybe if you want to run your dishwasher, do it more in the evening or overnight or something like that, outside of those peak hours.
I think my quick little wrap-up question for you, Matt, and we appreciate you taking the time. If people just remember one thing that they can do today to help conserve energy, what would that be?
Going back to just your number one energy user in your house is going to be fixed by your thermostat. And that's going to be heating your house. It really is the biggest contributor, and only a degree or two difference, keeping it a little bit cooler than what you would normally set it, will help reduce the energy use that your house has.
Yeah, nobody wants to see those higher bills out there, especially in these cold temperatures. Matt Long with Dominion Energy, thank you so much for taking time to do that. It's really important that we make sure that we conserve this energy as much as possible. So we appreciate you.
Thanks, Christy.